A general, concerned about his own safety, would feed the first bite to a chicken before each meal to test if it was poisoned. Once the chicken was unharmed, the general would eat without worry. However, this scene was observed by someone with an agenda. Later, as the general returned to the camp, they pretended to walk towards him and handed him a small ivory. Just as the general realized and was about to ask, he was surprised when the woman walked away without turning back. Helpless, the general had to look at the bottle and saw written on it, "You have been poisoned. This is the antidote." The general didn't believe it at all and was about to throw it away, but the next second he stopped his actions, thinking that if it was true, would he not be doomed? Then he hurried back to the place where he had just eaten, half believing and half doubting. However, to his shock, the chickens from earlier were all lifeless. The general immediately panicked. At that moment, he couldn't think too much and swallowed the antidote without hesitation. Fortunately, the person being protected was safe and sound. It was thought that all was secure, but unexpectedly, when he was holding a meeting with the villagers, watermelon juice started flowing from his nose. Initially, he thought it was just from being overheated and didn't pay much attention. It wasn't until he was ready to continue speaking that he noticed his throat starting to choke. Before he could figure out what was happening, the watermelon juice gushed out of his mouth, and he then collapsed to the ground, only then realizing everything was a setup.